How to completely turn around your social life, even if you're a nerd. Who am I to tell you this? Well, I was a loser. I was that kid who was invisible at the party, who held the door open for people and never spoke to anyone, sat in the corner playing chess on my phone the whole time because I was scared of doing what I really wanted to. I kept following people around, people I didn't even like a lost puppy. These are people I don't even like. I don't even know why I'm there. And it's all because I crave this one thing. I crave it so much that I feel compelled to stay with people I don't like. I'm doing things I don't want to do. I'm trying to change up who I am, change my core values. I'm pretending to be dumber than I am to literally fit in with the people I'm with. Even though I know I'm smart, I'm an intelligent person. And that thing I craved was validation. You see, I come from a background of a few insecurities. I'm short. I have acne, right? Even today, right? I have acne. Like, I think you can see there, right? I'm still dealing with acne, even before. Like, even now, I still have it, okay? I had it before, it was much worse. I've worked on it, it's better. But I still have that insecurity. And also, I'm Indian. I used to think for so long that I can't make friends because I'm Indian. I can't talk to people because I'm Indian. I can't get girls because I'm Indian. I thought that for so long. And so if you feel disadvantaged, I'm speaking right to you, bro. Right to you. If you feel disadvantaged, it's okay. You'll get over it. Because no matter how many disadvantages you have in life, there's always someone else who has less than you, who has less fortune than you are. They have a worse position than you are in life. They're less good off. They're less well off than you. They're worse off than you. And yet they end up having those friendships, the relationships, the experiences, the presentations, the commendment that you desire, that you think you deserve. But I understand where you're coming from, okay? Because I felt like, okay, you know what? I'm good at school. I'm smart. So being smart should be enough, right? Being smart should make people want to speak to me because I can have a good conversation with them. But that's the issue. I couldn't. And internally in my head, what was going on is probably what's going through your head right now. Oh, he's just talking rubbish, I'll never be one of those people. That's just not who I am. That's probably what's going through your brain right now. But listen to me, okay? I've been there, I've been in your situation, and we can change it. Let me tell you a story. It's 2023, and I'm at a house party, and it's at my best friend's house. Let's call him Jack. I hold open the door for people to come in. Yet I don't say a word to them because I'm the quiet kid in the corner on my phone. And I'm on WhatsApp, just typing on my phone to myself, okay? Not to anyone else, not to someone I was talking to myself, because I didn't have any conversations going on. Not even on WhatsApp, not even in the real world, okay? I didn't have any conversations going on. Why? Because I was too scared. I was too scared of doing what I genuinely wanted to do, which was form real connections with people and make friends, network, build friendships that would actually be fun to be in instead of this Jack guy, this best friend who, frankly, he's a jerk. Like, I remember distinctly at that party, we were picking games to play, right? Because we were all video gamers back then. So I said, "Yo, Jack, bro, let's play Call of Duty." And he's just talking to the side to his other friend. He's like, "Oh yeah, 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 bro. I think Minecraft's a good option." And then I say again, "Yo, Jack, bro, let's play Call of Duty." And then Jack's like, "Oh, Roblox sounds like a decent idea, right?" And then some other kid, some random kid, right, who had never been in the group before, says, "How about we play Call of Duty?" And then Jack's like, "Yeah, you know what? COD sounds like a good idea. Let's play Call of Duty." Like, what? I was so bad at communicating. And also, he was kind of a jerk, but that points aside, right? I was so bad at communicating that I couldn't even get my point across to the guy who was supposed to be my best friend. And when you think about it like that, it's it's really heartbreaking, isn't it? To think you're so smart, you're so capable, and yet you can't show that. You can't get that to come across to the people you're speaking to. And it's not your fault, okay? Society made us like this. Your upbringing, your parents, your teachers, the people you looked up to as a kid, but also Hollywood movies, well, any movies, TV shows, books, you know, the fiction novels you read as a kid, even they changed the way you saw socializing and forming connections with people. And that's why it's difficult for you to do this. It's really difficult for you to see the truth, to see the reality of what social interactions are. And the reality is, it's just not that deep. It's not that bad. This mountain that you make it out to be, it's actually just a molehill, right? You're making a mountain out of a molehill. So I understand where you're coming from. I was that guy. I was the kid who, and look, okay, I'm as nerdy as it gets. I'm a computer science student. I don't think there's any worse stereotype out there. So when I tell you I was that loser kid, I was that antisocial kid, believe me. But now I literally get compliments from people on the street about how good my energy is, my vibe is, and my communication is. And you can have that too. You can have the ability to form genuine connections with people as well. But let me tell you something that you might relate with even more. Have you ever been in a group project? I'm sure we've all been in a group project, right? Where everyone else is, okay, not to hate on the other people, but everyone else is stupid, right? Everyone else isn't as hardworking and as diligent and as well thought out as we are. So we do all the research. We do all of the hard, heavy lifting of the research and the hours typing away on our computer, the Google Scholar articles we've read, all this stuff, right? And then what happens? You're presenting with someone, and all your classmate does is goes on PowerPoint and does the flipping design ideas thing and makes it look good, makes it look pretty. And literally, all they do is stand there in the presentation and make the slides look pretty, and they get a better grade than you in the presentation. They get marked better than you do. Does that not frustrate you so much? That you're the one who's put in so much work. You're the brains behind this. You are the intelligence behind this. And you get the worst grade. Just because the other smart Alec is able to talk about it better. So not only did I feel invisible in my academics, but that happened to me as well. I remember the presentation was about light pollution. And I made this whole PowerPoint, not we, I made this whole PowerPoint. I did all the research, put all the content, made it into a script, and like rehearsed it, whatever, right? I spent days on this, weeks on this. And I get the worst grade. And I came home to my parents, and I was like, I'm fed up. I don't like school anymore. But I finally understood, right? People judge more than just intelligence because your presence matters, okay? Think about it. If, let's say, and I'm a computer scientist, let's say I'm coding skills, I don't know. Let's say my coding skills are 10 out of 10, but my presentation skills are 3 out of 10. What do you think people are going to perceive me as when I'm presenting my code? A 10 out of 10 or a 3 out of 10? Right? Think about it this way. If biologists will know this, right? When you're having protein and you have all the 8 essential amino acids to build muscle, if you have like 7 of them are high, but then 1 of them is low, that's going to cut off the rest. Okay? Your essential amino acid profile is going to be cut off at the level of the weakest link. So that means you need to level up the weakest link, and that is communication skills, right? If you're watching this video this far, 12 minutes in, clearly it is your communication skills. So what I did is, after that point in time in 2023, I started learning about social skills, psychology, how do people work? How do interactions work? Because people like us, we have to learn things in lots of detail, like almost psychotically. So I practiced more small things. I started with, basic eye contact with my teachers. Isn't that crazy? I had to start by making eye contact with my teachers when they were talking to me to build confidence. And then I started, starting conversations with people. And then I gradually built it up all over 2 years. And I finally started getting compliments from people about, you're so confident, you're so upbeat, your presence changes the atmosphere. Those are the kind of compliments that I started to get. And I realized that it's actually possible for everyone. It can be learned. So the thing is, I know what you want, okay? You want people to remember you. You want people to be like, oh yeah, Bob, I remember that guy. He's that really smart guy, who's got that charm, who's got that ability to put his message across. I remember Bob. You want to be able to make friends quickly. You want to be able to spark that connection with that cool dude, I don't know, across from the gym or whatever. Maybe there was someone at a conference, maybe if you're a biologist, there's someone else at a biology conference or some professor. You really want to network with them, build your network, and then maybe that connection will help you in the future. So you want to be that person who the professor remembers. And the professor will be like, oh yeah, Catherine, yeah, I remember you. You were from that conference. You don't want to have to fake yourself, okay? Are you tired of faking yourself to other people, pretending that you're less smart than you are, hiding your competence to match your communication skills? So all that to say, you can change yourself as a person. You can completely socially reinvent yourself in a person. And it doesn't have to take 2 years like it took me. In fact, instead of 2 years, it can take 2 months. 2 months is all it takes to change yourself. And although I'm not going to gatekeep anything on this channel, I'm going to give everything to you, all my knowledge to you. If you want a structured, step-by-step, simple plan with everything that you could need all in one place so that you can make them the fastest progress, so you don't have any guesswork, none of that, right? And it's all just exactly what works, step by step, simple steps. Then click the top link in the description to sign up for the waitlist for my course. And it's at a steal price, absolute steal price, because it's a pre-sale. So If you want a structured approach and if you want to save yourself time, you can do that. Otherwise, you can just stick to watching the videos on this channel and you will still gain some value. You will learn stuff, but it will just be a bit out of order. So I hope this video helped at least one person. If it did, you know, if that person was you, like, subscribe, share, do all that stuff for the algorithm. Peace. Goodbye.